I'd like to call the meeting of the North Little Rock Planning Commission to order, please. Would you please call the roll?
Banks.
Present.
Glasgow. Chambers. Foster.
Here.
Phillips.
Here.
Pierce.
Here.
Wallace.
Present.
White. And Chairman Clifton.
Here. Do I hear a motion for excuse those not present?
So made.
Motion made and seconded. We excuse those commissioners not present. All in favor, aye. Aye. Opposed? Thank you. Under administrative, do we have anything, Mr. Spencer? Okay. Okay. Next item is you have been submitted a copy of the minutes of our previous meeting. Are there any additions or corrections? The minutes as submitted.
So moved for approval.
Motion made and seconded to be approved as submitted. All in favor, aye. Aye. Opposed? Thank you. We'll move right into our Planning Commission items. We have no old business today. Oh, no, we have item number A, special use, number 2023-07, a special use to allow the sale of concession trailers within a C4 zone at 3805 MacArthur. Is the applicant here? Yes, ma'am. Please come up and give us your name. Please speak into the microphone.
Hi, good afternoon. My name is Patricia Garcia. I'm the compliance officer of the food trailer, and I'm the one that submitted the application.
Is this the application that was before us that's been postponed?
Yes, sir.
Has there been any other developments? Any comments from the neighbors, anything since this is before us?
No, sir.
Okay, has she complied with all the things that we've asked of her?
Yes, sir.
Is there anyone in the audience that would like to speak on this application? On the application as submitted, please call the roll.
Banks.
Yes.
Foster.
Yes.
Phillips.
Yes.
Pierce. Yes. Wallace.
Yes.
White.
Yes.
And Chairman Clifton.
Yes, your application was approved. See Mr. Spencer and he can tell you where to go next. Thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you for your time.
Under new business, item number 1 is special use case 2023-09 to allow special use to allow a type 2 short-term rental unit at 440 Maple Street in a PUD. And is the letter communication that we have on that one? Yes. You have in your packet a letter, and it is opposing the opposition to this permit. Is the applicant here? Give us your name for the record, please.
Race Shelby. It's Race, R-A-C-E, Shelby.
Okay. Is there anyone in the audience that would like to speak on this application? Is there any comments from any of the commissioners? Mr. White?
These are townhouses,
Yes, sir.
and you own the townhouse, or are you subleasing this out?
No, I own it.
Okay.
I own are you familiar with them from Maple? If you're looking at the townhouses, there's 2 that are detached, and then there's a row. I own the second one from the end on the left.
Okay. Is there anyone that would like to speak on this application in the audience? Has there been any comments to the staff on this application?
We did talk with a couple of the folks that did send in the emails in opposition, and then you have those 3 emails in opposition, but that's it.
Any other comments from the commissioners? Mr. White?
And I'm not that familiar with the new state law and whatever, but, so he can lease it out short-term and short-term is considered how many days?
Less than 30.
Less than 30 days. And What about parties, family reunions, are those allowed?
No,
Okay, so basically it's just renting it out like an
sleeping,
apartment for
like,
sleeping?
or like a hotel motel room.
Okay, and is there plenty of parking for, say, 2 cars in addition?
There are 4, I have 2 garage spots and there are 2 behind that, so there are 4 spots for
Okay.
parking.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, any other comments? On the app?
How
yes,
many
ma'am.
people do you allow?
5. So we have, I wish I'd have brought pictures. We have 2 bedrooms upstairs. They're king-size beds in both. They all both have their own ensuite. And then we have a downstairs office that has it's not a full-size couch, it's kind of a love seat that also folds out into a bed.
Okay. Okay. On the application as submitted, please call the roll.
Banks?
Yes.
Foster?
Yes.
Phillips?
No.
Pierce? Yes. Wallace? Yes. White? Yes. And Chairman Clifton?
Yes. Your application was approved as submitted. Please see the staff and they can tell you where to go next.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Next item, item number 2, special use case number 2023-11, a special use to allow a type 1 short-term rental unit at 309 West 7th Street in an R2 zone. Is the applicant here? Give us your name for the record, please.
My name is Britt Stroth.
And you want to tell us a little bit about what your drawing is?
Yep. I have a, there we go. So I have a duplex on 7th Street. It's the white one, about halfway down the street. I live on one side of it, and I'm looking to short-term rental the other side of it.
Okay. You also have in your packet an email representing opposition to this.
Support.
Yeah, support.
Support.
Oh, I'm sorry, yes, you do. It is in support of this. Is there anyone in the audience that would like to speak on this application? Mr. White?
Can you tell me the difference between a type 2 and a type 1?
So a type 1 is owner occupied. You get a duplex or you could rent a room in your basement or whatever. You have to prove with the homestead exemption that it is an owner occupied unit. Type 2 is strictly a short-term rental. You do not live there.
Any other comments from the commissioners? On the application as presented, please call the roll.
Banks? Yes. Foster?
Yes.
Phillips? Yes. Pierce?
I abstain. I own property a block from there.
Okay. Wallace? Yes. White? Yes. And Chairman Clifton?
Yes. Thank you. Your application was approved. You see Mr. Spencer, and he can tell you what to do next.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next item is item number 3 is a subdivision. Mr. Foster?
Yes, this is subdivision 2023-40 Park Hill Addition Lot D, Block 200, site plan review to allow development of a drive-through coffee shop in a C2 zone at 4900 JFK Boulevard. The applicant met with us development committee, and we recommend this move forward.
Thank you. Give us, you're the applicant, give us your name, please.
Yes, sir. Callum Allison.
Okay, have you obtained a copy of the recommendations from the site development review committee?
I have them electronically, but I think they did a lot of it over the phone, so I'm just here to represent.
Okay, have you reviewed them?
Yes, sir.
Are you in agreement with them?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any comments from anyone in the audience on this application? On the application as approved.
Call the roll? Call the roll, or,
Oh, please call the roll.
okay. Banks? Yes. Foster?
Yes.
Phillips? Yes. Pierce?
Yes.
Wallace? Yes. White? Yes. And Chairman Clifton?
Yes. Your application was approved. See Mr. Spencer, and he can tell you what to do next. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next item is 4A, a rezone 2023-10, a rezone from PI to C3 to allow the development of an orthopedic clinic in a C3 zone at 5220 North Shore Drive. Is the applicant here? Yes, sir.
Brian Dale with Joe White and Associates.
Okay. Is there anyone in the audience that would like to speak on this application? Any comments from any of the commissioners? Has there been any communication to the staff?
We have talked with one person, and Gene Pfeiffer, and he was not opposed to the rezoning.
Okay. Okay. On the application as submitted, please call the roll.
Banks? Foster?
Yes.
Phillips? Pierce?
Yes.
Wallace? White? And Chairman Clifton.
Yes. Your application was approved. See Mr. Spencer, and he can tell you what to do next. Thank you.
Thank you.
Item 4B, subdivision, Mr. Foster.
Yes, this is subdivision 2023-41, North Shore Business Park, lots 2A, 2B, replat and site plan review, a replat and a site plan review, the development of an orthopedic clinic in C3 zone at 5220 North Shore Boulevard. We met with the development committee, met with the applicant, and has agreed to all the conditions and subconditions.
Okay, have you reviewed the recommendations from the subdivision community?
Yes, sir.
And you agree with those?
Yes, sir.
Is there anyone in the audience who would like to speak on this application? Any comments from the commissioners? On the application as submitted, please call the roll.
Banks? Yes. Foster?
Yes.
Phillips? Yes. Pierce?
Yes.
Wallace? Yes. White? And Chairman Clifton.
Yes, your application was approved. See Mr. Spencer, and he can tell you what to do next. Thank you.
Thank you.
Item number 5, subdivision, Mr. Foster.
Subdivision 2023-42, Lusk Lot 8, final and site plan review and final plat and site plan review for the development of 2 office buildings and 2 mini warehouse buildings in a I-1 zone in multi-phases at 7101 Baker Lane. The applicant met with our site development committee and agrees to all sections and subsections.
Okay, have you reviewed the recommendations from the site plan review committee?
Yes, sir.
Do you agree with those?
Yes, sir.
Is there anyone in the audience who would like to speak on this application? Any comments from the commissioners? Please call the roll on the application.
Banks? Yes. Foster?
Yes.
Phillips? Yes. Pierce?
Yes.
Wallace? Yes. White? And Chairman Clifton.
Yes, your application was approved. See Mr. Spencer, and he can tell you what to do next. Thank you.
Thank you.
Item number 6, subdivision, Mr. Foster.
This is subdivision 2023-43, North Shore Business Park, lots 2ARR and 2BRR, replat and replat of an existing lot into 2 lots in an I-2 zone at 7777 North Shore Place. The applicant met with the site development committee and agreed to all recommendations.
Have you reviewed the recommendations from the site plan review committee?
Yes, sir.
Do you agree with those?
Yes, sir.
Any comments from anyone in the audience on this application? Any comments from commissioners? Please call the roll on the application as submitted.
Banks? Yes. Foster?
Yes.
Phillips? Yes. Pierce?
Yes.
Wallace? Yes. White? And Chairman Clifton.
Yes, your application was approved. See Mr. Spencer, and he can tell you what to do next. Thank you.
Thank you.
Item number 7, subdivision, Mr. Foster.
Subdivision 2023-44, Indian Hills Addition Lot 1, Block 300. site plan review to allow a drive-through coffee shop at 7001 JFK Boulevard. The applicant met with the subdivision committee and discussed all recommendations.
Okay, thank you. Yes, sir. Give us your name for the record.
Callum Allison.
Is there anyone in the audience that would like to speak on this application? Any comments from the commissioners? Please call the roll on the application.
Banks?
Yes.
Foster?
Yes.
Phillips? Yes. Pierce?
Yes.
Wallace? Yes. White?
Yes.
And Chairman Clifton.
Yes. That your application was approved. See Mr. Spencer, and he can tell you what to do next.
Thank
you. That concludes our general agenda. Is there, it's open for public comments. Is there any comments from anyone in the audience? Comments from any of the commissioners? Mr. White?
So on the short-term deal, so it's less than 30 days, is there a minimum how many days?
No, I mean, you can rent it for a night, or you could rent it for the 30 days,
Days.
but there's no, no minimum.
Do they have to have a business permit?
They do, and that is the reason that a lot of them are here, is because if they had a business license prior to the adoption of the ordinance, then they just came into the clerk's office, paid the additional fee, and re-upped their business license.
Okay.
At the end of this year, when they get ready to renew their business license, then they will have to go through the fire department inspection like everybody else. So the ones that are before you now during this 90-day grace period, they can show that they have had they were hosting on a hosting platform, either Airbnb or Vrbo or whoever. So those are the ones that are coming in for special uses at this point, and they do have to have that fire marshal sign off before, and it's included in your package when they come out to you. And the site plan and all of those other things. If they are type 1, then the owner lives there and he's renting a room. If they are a type 1, it does not matter what zoning district they are in, they will be able to continue even after the grace period to come in and request a special use. If they are a type 2 and they're located in an R1 or R2 zoning district, then they will not be able to come in and request a special use after this grace period.
Thank you very much.
I have a question. Here, we've had a couple of times, we've had a warehouse that was out on Faulkner Lake Road, somewhere out there, and it got postponed once, got turned down here once. I'd like to know what has the status of that. Does the staff know? Where they were mixing the chemicals and mixing? Oh, Colonel Maynard.
You're not knowing?
Yeah, so city council's approved it
As a
They did
special
approve
use.
it?
as a special use.
Yeah.
So we didn't do a rezoning on it, they changed it to a special use.
Special use, good, okay. All right, that was my question. Any other comments? On the motion made and seconded, we are adjourned. All in favor? Aye. We are adjourned. Thank you.
Yeah.